Bernie, how are you doing, Bernie? It's Rhodey and Linnelli. You're good friends. I don't know if you've forgotten.
No, I remember you too. I'm still a senator. Right now, I'm sitting here at home in my new house, drinking a margarita. A beautiful view of the lake here in Vermont. I'm just enjoying these final days of this New England summertime.
Beautiful in New England. Greg, do you have anything off the top? It's been so long since we've talked to Senator Sanders.
Sanders, my question to you, was it tough for you to endorse Hillary Clinton when you were at the DNC?
It was not very tough for me. I think everybody knows that the adult thing to have done is to endorse our next president, Hillary Clinton.
Mr. Sanders, Senator Sanders, what is it about Hillary Clinton that makes you think that she can be a good president for the people? And will you ever rejoin the Democratic Party?
Oh, well, you just have to look at the alternative. You have racist, an Islamophobic.
I'm going to have to stop you there, Mr. Sanders. Can you tell me anything racist that...
Of course, I'm talking about the Republicans and Donald Trump. The man is so racist, and he does not want young people to succeed. He does not want people to have free college education, which is what we need in this country, which was a part of my movement that you can read about in my new upcoming book. You can buy it at fine retail outlets throughout this great nation. I'm pretty sure that it will be priced around $24.99, perhaps a little bit more for the hardback, but that's very moderately priced.
Now wait, Senator Sanders. Now the proceeds, because we were just discussing this before you came on. I don't know if you had a chance to listen to our show before you came on, but the proceeds that you make from that book, will you give that to every American in the United States right now? Because that kind of is socialism, right?
I think a more important question to be asking is, what has Donald Trump done with the proceeds of all his money and his charitable workings?
We're not talking about Donald Trump. I'm asking.
Well, you're
Senator
quite
Sanders.
You're quite nimble there, Senator Sanders.
This is an election where you have to choose between a racist and a bigot. The next female. Who are you telling me you gentlemen do not want Hillary Clinton in the White House? That's sexist.
I don't
know. The only person that I wanted less in the White House was you.
Well, I have plenty of other houses.
I like the capitalist society that we live in, that you're profiting from off of your book, The Movement, or whatever you're naming your book.
What house are you calling from? Because you have 3.
Oh, this is a
Except Vermont, right?
Yes, it's a beautiful lake house in Vermont. Me and my wife were sitting here drinking margaritas. And for our minority listeners, this is not cultural appropriation. I have a friend named Jefe who made this margarita especially for me, and he gave me permission to drink it.
God. Bernie Sanders joining us here on the Rhodey and Linnelli show. Senator Sanders, can you weigh in on your thoughts on Hillary Clinton's health? And, is Obamacare going to take care of her?
I think a more important question to be asking is, why hasn't Donald Trump released his taxes? These are the questions that we should be asking as the American people.
Who would win in a race, you or Hillary?
Well,
not an election race, like a foot race.
Yeah, foot race, because there's footage of you running like a velociraptor.
That is footage of me running like the wind. And I guarantee you that Hillary Clinton would not beat me in a foot race. She would fall at the start line.
She would cheat.
Before we let you go, we got one last question for you, Senator Sanders, and then we'll wish you all the best. But the stuff about the DNC, about how it looked as if it was completely rigged against you, and now you're endorsing Hillary Clinton. How do you feel about that?
Well, if you want to talk about rigging, how about when George Bush won Florida in 2000? Nobody wants to talk about that.
But George Bush didn't cheat you out of anything. Hillary Clinton did. How do you feel about Hillary?
Listen, I know your balls are sagging, but why don't you grow a set and just say you endorsed her because you were a political fiend?
What do you say to all your people who think you sold out? Who you want them to buy your book about this movement,
If
but
people
they
want-
think you
if-
sold
if-
out? How do you get them back on board?
If
Senator
people
Sanders?
want to know my real thoughts are and the grand master plan, they need to buy my new book. You can get it. It's coming out soon. Find bookstores across the country. Again, it'll be
All
very
right.
moderately priced.